Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
Hello everybody, my eyes may look tired. I don't know what's my eyes are dry today. Man, I got up and I didn't want to get up, but I forced myself out of the bed anyway, and here I am. I think I need some eye drops or something. My eyes are highly irritated. I hope you don't mind. I look like I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry a little. We're gonna play some They Are Billions today, and I'm kind of happy to get back to this game. We're having like the most incredible playthrough of this game. Of course, that can always turn on a dime in They Are Billions. I think we're day 86. Yeah, day 86 out of 150, I think it is, or 120. And we need to finish up. What we're doing is start putting in our big defenses. So we need to start building it up and get ready for that final attack that's going to happen. We have a massive amount of resources. We're absolutely crushing it in this playthrough. The most important thing is to know when to just say, you know what, I'm going to stop expanding and just dig in and get ready for that final attack, right? One of the things that we did is we went around and we, of course, cleared all the mobs and extended to the outside of the base. Now, I'd like to say hello to everybody in the chat. Of course, we got Josie backing me up today, my awesome mod backing me up during the day. Amethyst Laney saying, hey, kids and mods, what's up, what's up? And Kager saying, hello, what up, what up? 12 hours of Subnautica the other day. Wowzers, yes, it was 12 hours. Man, that game is addicting. Very addicting. We're going to play it again tomorrow, but only for a few hours, because I have a hard cut I have to do when I have to go get my kids around 2 o'clock. So we got about an hour and 45 minutes. We're going to go to it here, everybody. So let's go ahead and dive in to some They Are Billions. Let's go. Wow, look at all that host love coming in here. Thanks, everybody, for that massive amount of host love. Josie, of course, with the host, and then, of course, Pokey coming in, showing that love as well with the auto host, and Amethyst Lady getting those Kiz caps by hosting the channel. That's how you do it. Build up those caps, and then, of course, save them for later on. Later on, I'm floating a little bit here. I'm floating. Hold on. Let me go ahead and move myself down just a little bit. I just can't handle it. I can't handle it. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. It's gotta be just so. There we go. That's much better. Now I look like I'm sitting on top of the thing as opposed to being up a little bit higher than it. I know it's just a minor thing, but as a creator, you want your stream to be as good as you can possibly make it. And that's what we're going to do. So now right here, this is where we left off last time. Of course, we've got our central city, which came out from the middle here. And what we're going to do, is go ahead and look around a little bit. As you can see, we've expanded to the edge of the thing. Looks like we got attack there. We, of course, got our Titans good to go right here. We've made a bunch of Titans to clear the entire area. Now our Titans are going to take on a different role, and they're going to be part of our defense. Now, this right here is probably one of the weakest points in there. Got a pretty weak point there, so we're going to need to kind of really start to think about every single one of these areas and how we're going to defend all of those areas. Right here, very weak area too. See, it's only a one thing. But see, the problem with this is you've got this golden stuff in the way. So that's not a great place for a defense. Like right here would be a much better place, smaller. You got this to block it, but you want to go here because they can just always go around there, right? The thing is, you don't want them to get to right there. And you can see I've got one city, or one town there, one town there, one town. So I got 3 towns, which is a very good thing to do. If you can do that in a playthrough, you're just bringing in massive amount of cash and stuff. You don't want them to get to these, right? This is where you don't want to get them. So you want to have some heavy defenses, which will prevent them from getting right here. Now, again, we've cleared it all, and we've begun to put up our defenses. So we've got this. We know this is the edge of the map here. As you can see, this is the edge of the map there, and so on. We've kind of put in a good amount of defense. Again, this is blocking here, so that's going to make that difficult. So again, you want to have enough defenses and enough of these guys to wipe them out before they get into your base. But you want to put a lot of defenses to get that kind of first wave, and then whatever's left over, that's where you want to send your forces to try to finish them off before they, of course, get up to here. And I've already got, so you can see, some inner defenses just in case they break through there. We're good there. Here we need a kind of another layer of defenses so that we, if they do break through here, which they're definitely going to get through there. So they get through about 3 layers. If you have a lot of defenses, they'll still get through about 3 layers. And then hopefully you got another layer that you can get there. If you have about 2 layers of defenses, you should be okay, but there's no guarantee, depending on how heavy they attack from that particular side. Like right here, we've got a free turret, which cannot be destroyed unless they get behind it. So if we kind of block it off as best we can with multiple layers here, we should be fine. Now, I'm not going to try to save all of this. This is going to get destroyed. So I'm going to try to fill it in here, of course, and do a defense. Now, I will put some turrets up here, but I'm not going to really work on that very heavy. I'm going to actually work on down here, because they're going to break through there no matter what. I shouldn't waste my time with all my resources trying to defend all of this. What I should do is just pigeonhole them or kind of get them to go into that little spot there. Same thing over here. We've got some defenses out here, which is fine, but we'll go ahead and do another row of defenses and so forth. I don't believe they can get through there, so they have to come through here, so that's why we'll have a nice defense in there. So that's pretty much our goal now. Now, we also can continue to upgrade our stuff, right? We're day 86, as you can see down there. Now, day 86, by day 50, you should be clearing the map. By day 86 or 80, you should start to be kind of hunkering in and protecting your settlement. And I kind of go back and forth. What I do is I will, you know, build up a little bit here, build up a little bit there. And I try to build up the weakest points first, right, obviously, because that's where they're going to keep attacking you. Like right here, they attacked this point right here, because it's kind of this awkward kind of going around the resources there, right? And really what I want to do is just take all this out, because this is a waste. And then just try to stack it in here like this, and then a whole bunch of stuff backing up. Again, we got an oil refinery in the way there. That's going to get overrun, because all of your resources don't make any difference at the end of the game. They don't make any difference if you lose it, right? Because the whole point is to survive that very last day. Survive along the way, but also to survive that very last day. And that's our goal. So let's go ahead and grab all of our guys here. We're going to run them right to here. And we're going to decide what we're going to do with them. And we're going to look at our resources down here. We got about 3,000, lots of wood, a little bit of stone, and so forth. But we got a good amount of cash. And let's go over here and let's see what we can do about upgrading. Let's upgrade this middle one first. So we're going to go ahead and grab these ones over here. We're going to upgrade some of those. Ooh, hello. Yeah, a lot of those. A lot of those. Now, the reason why I'm going to upgrade this one is because this one's probably going to get overrun. And I always upgrade my primary area first, right? For obvious reasons, because that's where we really want to be. So I'm going to double click it. When you double click it, it's going to put a little green line underneath it, which shows you which ones are actually that particular thing, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just get these two. And I'm going to leave one right here so I can double click it, and it will show me where the rest of them are, right? So really that's it. Just this one right here is the last one that needs to be updated there. And then I'll double click over here. Again, those are all being updated. And this right here also, same thing. This really needs a big defense or they're going to get through. Same thing over here. They're going to get through. And once they hit this, oh man, I'm in trouble. I probably won't be able to recover if they hit that, and I don't have my guys here, my Titans over there to defend. So let's go ahead and kind of start hunkering in here. But now we're going to upgrade this so that we can get more cash. And that's, of course, we've got our market and we've got our bank, which is allowing us to boost those particular things. We've also got a bunch of these ones here, the warehouses, which are boosting. You can see we've got them all over the place, which are boosting those supplies around there, right? You see I've got plenty of food, crazy tons of food. I got 59 workers and so forth. So I've got plenty of just about everything. And I think right here we can go ahead and just grab some of these as well. Go shift click some of these. How are we looking? What do we need? Stone and gold. All right, so stone is what we need there. And then we're going to go ahead and also look at what we need here. We need gold for that. Now, we can always use our market. So we're going to sell the wood. Because you don't need a lot of wood at this point. We're going to sell the wood so that we can go ahead and start to upgrade. A lot of clicking. Turn that down a little bit. A lot of clicking. Wish there was a command for that. A command for selling it off. Alright, so we can sell a lot of the wood. Now, I like to leave a little bit just in case I do need it. But another thing I can sell is the oil, and the oil is worth a lot. So that's why you'll see me collect a lot of the oil. And you can see now I've got about 4,000, right? So 5,000 or so. So looking good there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on our turrets. Now, where do we want to defend up in here? Now, this right here also fairly weak defense, though this is going to work pretty great in the beginning just to try to wipe a bunch of them out before they get in and wipe these things out. So we're going to go ahead and just keep going with our defense over here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can put one there, and we're going to skip that one. Try to visualize it in our head here. And we're going to go there. So we need stone for this. Now, what I find is I buy a lot of stone. I mean a lot of stone. So I can make stuff. Like in this case, I can go ahead and put that in there. Then I need another one here. How much stone do I need? 30, and I've got 12. And again, buy some more stone. So I'm trying to buy enough stone where I can make the thing, but also not where I run out of money. So this is a nice long defense right here. And then what I'll do is I will go in and fill this all in. Oh, Top Atlas, 9 months of sub love coming in. Thank you so much, Top Atlas, for that love. Thank you so much to PhD for that host as well. Appreciate that. When do they have their winter vacation out there, kids? Where I am, it's this week. Oh, we had that a while ago. Our winter vacation, I think, is Christmas time, I believe. It's actually a lot warmer here right now, which is good because make me more active, want to get out of there. You go get them from school, do you, kids? Yes, every day. Every day. When the winter, I don't know, but I hope we don't have a break, otherwise be in trouble. Be in trouble. Now, it's great seeing my kids, but if you have to micromanage them all day, it's exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting to have children, I tell you, because they just make everything like 1,000 times harder, right? You just want to go to the store, and they're like having a fit or losing control. You're like, oh, put that down, don't touch that. You know, you feel like your own father, right? You feel like your own father going around saying, don't do that, and don't do that, and stop that, and it's a rough thing as a parent, but I love my kids. They are awesome. Most of the time. Most of the time. All right, we got a real weak point right here, too. You can see that they can come straight through there like that. Let's see here. We got a lot of weak points here, and we really need a lot of stone. So let's think about upping our stone production. Let's see. What do we got producing stone? Right here. So we need oil and gold. So let's let this run a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start parking these guys in kind of...
What can I do for you, sir?
In really great locations to defend our areas here.
Good morning, sir.
And we'll put one down here. We'll have one right there. Again, these guys are there to help kind of back up these areas. Because I don't need them for clearing anymore. I just need them for, you know, defending. And so I usually try to put one or two at each and every location.
Let's go.
I'm going to run that up there.
Building completed.
And you're going to get attacked.
It's a wonderful day, don't you think?
From time to time in different directions. So, oh, that we can get rid of all that stuff in the middle there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and send this guy up here.
Oh, dear.
Now, I have doorways for them to go through.
A great machine for a great man.
And there's a lot of stuff for us to...
oh, hello.
There's a lot of stuff for us to work on.
Already?
Got that there. Let's go ahead and get him to go stand right there, say, or maybe right here. And again, notice one by one they are taking
a great
off
machine for a great man.
to their various spots to watch those spots. Now, once you've cleared the entire map and you've cleared all of the areas that were struggling.
Oh dear.
Oh, actually, send this guy over here.
Let's go.
What happens is you don't have any more mobs to fight, right? So right now, this is just a resource game. It's, you know, upgrading your resources as quickly as you can. So you're trying to pick these quarries that are going to give you lots and lots of stone. I'm at 347 stone already. I'm at 82 plus stone, which is great because that's going to allow me to kind of build my various defenses here along the way. Now this one right over here, again, definitely needs some help.
Building completed.
Because this looks like a very weak point for them to get through. So let's go ahead and just start thinking here. We need some energy. All right, so we need to go ahead and put down some more power. So let's get that power in here. We got lots of room to put this power out and about. We want to put it in as far as we can, right? Find spots where it's not being used. It's also very well defended. Spots like these. Now I'm doing the advanced ones so that I can get a lot of power there. I can also use a giant power plant. Now, the problem with using this giant power plant is the fact that it burns some of your stone as well. So that's not good when that happens, when it burns a lot of your stone. Because then you don't have enough stone to actually build stone around there. Now, I'm doing pretty great on stone right now.
Building completed.
See, look, and then what they do is every so often, like day 88 here, they're going to attack all of your defenses from all sides. Like right now, they're going to start attacking this. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of fill that in a little bit, like so, just to make it more difficult on them. There we go. And this purely is going to be for them to try to get through. Right, so they're going to have to fight their way through this kind of random stuff to get over here. Now this I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. And I'm also going to go ahead and see if I can get this. Not enough gold, but that problem's easy to fix. Because I can just sell off a bunch of the oil. And look what's happened to my money. Because we've had an incredible start here. So we have 3 different housing areas that allow us just to sell a crazy ton of oil. You saw just in those few days that we did that we got a ton of oil. Now we have enough here to do basically whatever we want. We're going to go ahead and add one of these over here. And that's going to go ahead and zap anybody that tries to come in that corner. And then we're going to try to fill this up a bit here. Let's actually send this guy way over here.
Oh, hello.
And these guys, that thing's going to take out a bunch of them. And again, we need to see now. That's why I put them in different areas. See, they're getting attacked from those different areas.
Attention. Building completed.
And over here,
attacking the colony defenses.
Looking good. Down here, we're getting attacked down here, but we can't quite see
building completed.
Where it is. Getting attacked here to the right, right there. Then this guy, I'm going to just tell him to get that guy. And see, he can fire really, really far, which is what's so great about the Titans, is they can fire really far out there.
Attention.
We got that done. All right, now same thing here. Now this whole defense is going to be pretty much up here, and they're gonna break through there. There's just nothing I can do maybe to stop that, but we can try to put it around it. But then we're going to fill it in, and we're probably going to have to take this out. And fill in another defense in there. See, we got to get multiple defenses in there, or this is not going to happen. This will fail as a defense. They will get through there. They will start to infect. Uh-oh. Look at this here. Repair all that. That looked like it was infected for a second. And all of that. That's because I got my guys there. That's what's going on there. And let's go ahead and put them somewhere too, where they can help defend. Put them down. Where do we need them? Where do we need them? Let's see. We got a guy there. Let's go ahead and put him right there. See, they're behind there, so this is fading. When it fades like that, it looks like it's been infected, which is not good. Not good. All right, so we've got some defenses there. Now we need to work on just kind of what I call stopgap defenses, which are going to slow them down, but not necessarily eliminate them. So we're going to go ahead and thicken up some of these walls. Like so. Now you can do them, if they're right on the edge and they're angled like this, you can actually do them 3 wide. And you can also stop too, so you're not wasting your resources if you make a mistake. And again, this is the time to hunker in. I've already taken over the whole thing. Time to hunker in. Again, I've got this right here, so they're going to come right through the middle there, and I'm going to have problems. And I can't add any more to that thing, right? So really, if they get through here, all of this other defense is useless along the way. Let's go ahead and move this guy back for now.
Oh, the infected. They're so rude.
That is so true. But that doesn't mean I still can't put in some serious defenses that is going to help them, help my colony for them getting through. And notice how I'm alternating these right here. So let's just go ahead and alternate it like so. Because they still have to come up through this way, right? They still have to come up through this way. And to get through here, they have to go through this way, right? So I can see in which direction they're going to end up next. So we've got our what I call the outer defenses, which is usually 3 blocks in, and then you have your defenses, which should do a good job of clearing as much as that as possible. And then same thing here. I like to mix, of course, our heavy turret here, or executioner, and of course the shock tower. The shock tower actually does a really good job of wiping out all the lesser mobs. Right, and you want these towers here, the executioners, to be attacking the toughest stuff, and then these ones here, of course, wiping out the lesser ones. And then what we can do, of course, is go ahead and put in the area behind there, like this, which is basically going to contain this. If they do get through here, it's going to contain it so that they have another kind of a wall or barrier to get through. And that's going to be kind of sacrificed there in the long run. And
is
again,
it tea time already?
Get this guy
yes.
here. That'll be sacrificed in the long run. That will actually get annihilated. Like so. Now this right here, I know they're going to break through here at some point. So again, you know, you're just going to have to do what you got to do. So we're going to go ahead and just thicken up this defense here, because we know they're going to break through here eventually. And we want to just start to go around each and every one of our items. And you see I leave a gap on purpose so I can kind of fill in the second area. Now you can also put people up here. You can put your archers and all that stuff, but I don't. The first line, they're going to get through there. They usually do. They usually make it through there. So you're in trouble if they make it all the way through that particular area. So I like to kind of thicken it up. And again, they're going to get through here. And they could always go around to go down in here. So that's when I'm going to go ahead and just do kind of a bit of a backup. Right, let's say right here. Yeah, right about there. So we're going to do that there. Now notice when I put that there, that means I'm not going to be using my Titans anymore. I'm not going to be moving my Titans. I'm going to be testing every other attack that I get. Is now going to be basically a testing ground. It's going to test to see if that particular spot is strong enough for me to defend. There we go, like that. And then we'll also go ahead and put in this way back here. And I know that stuff's going to get overrun. So again, just going to do a little bit of this action, slow them down by running a cross wall. And I'm just kind of mixing, matching, and creating like a giant area where it's going to be difficult for them to get through. And of course, we've also got our Titan, who's going to be wiping out as much as he can while they're trying to make their way through. Same thing down here.
Good morning, sir.
Let's move all these guys back.
Let's go.
We're just going to be kind of alternating. Now, the thing you need is you need a lot of power, and you need a lot of resources, obviously, to make this happen. And of course, the more you're working on that, the less you're working on your town and all that stuff. Like over here, I've got 144 of these. You can see I can only upgrade a couple. But if I sell a bunch of this oil, now if it was hitting maximum, it would automatically sell the oil. But I like to personally just boost it along its way. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade some more of these. You can see right there. So again, out of stone. Well, let's buy some stone. So you're constantly trying to go back between money and stone and money and stone. I find I spend a lot of time doing that. Of course, the more I upgrade this, the more money I'm making, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Let's let that run a little bit. And again, we'll want to fill in down here as we're getting that stone. And it's like, what do I prioritize as, you know, as the builder? What do I prioritize to make sure that those defenses are going to be there? Right? Now, I like to use these. Not everybody likes to use these, this thing here, but I find it's pretty awesome, especially as a first-line defense. They're probably going to overrun it. But as a first-line defense, that removes a lot of bad guys. And you want to, of course, do that as much as possible. You want to wipe out as much as possible of those bad guys. Again, we need that gold. You'll see me pause a lot at this point because I'm trying to build up those defenses as quickly as possible. And I can keep on working on my economy at the same time. But really, I just want to build up a little bit of defenses so then I can just kind of create a second line of defense. Again, I just fill in every little bit of that. And that's kind of the first line of defense, right? This is first line. This is kind of a little bit of second line. First line defense. This is all first line along here. And so on. So, but we're trying to at least get the first line in before we start on our second line for obvious reasons. So, and then here, sometimes they'll break in this way. They'll waste their time breaking in here, only to find another defense there. And again, we'll keep working that back. Same thing up here. This is pretty weak right there. We're going to just probably go straight across there. Build that defense out. I mean, just try to fill that in. Take them time to break through there while we're wiping them out. And then we'll have our main defense here and maybe a secondary. Same thing over here, primary, secondary. And again, since we already have this in place, we know that's going to be kind of our final area. We want to just keep on adding those as we go. Let's go ahead and let that run some more.
Building completed.
And again, we want to just try to upgrade the stone as much as possible. We only need 20 oil. So while that's running, we'll go ahead and crank this down, sell a bunch of this, get it down to 20 oil. Right, like so. And then get those going. Now again, stone is probably the first thing I upgrade because you just never have enough of it. I just don't, I mean, I'm making 88 per round and it's still not enough. Not enough stone. Another one, upgrade that. And again, I need heavy, heavy amounts of stone, especially at the end.
Building completed.
But every time I do that, though, it does really cause a power problem. And how are we doing up here? Maybe this one. Now, I can also double-click on them and upgrade them, but I like to very specifically choose which ones I'm upgrading.
Attention. Building completed.
All right, we got a bunch of stuff now. Let's go ahead and see if we can add another one of these. Kind of a first-line defense. And another one over there.
Attention. Building completed.
Like so. Yep, and there we are, out of energy yet again. Again, the more of these power plants I add, the more stone that it burns up. And I don't want it to burn all my stone. And I've done that before, where I made a bunch of those, and all of a sudden I had no stone. And I'm like, why do I have no stone? It's because I put too many power plants down. And I think I'm going to just take this out and utilize it. Utilize it for more power plants. What do I need? Gold. I need gold, everybody.
Attention.
Now, I can still fail. I can still fail right down to the very last minute. I find in this game, you still feel like you could fail at any time in here. And again, I'm putting some advanced ones in, like so. We're just going to...
Attention. Building completed.
Now we can do more expanding and all that stuff
Building completed.
if we want to, but I do want to have a secondary line right here, which defends this kind of inner area in case they sneak by. Don't want them ending up wiping out my inner area as well. Same thing here, right? Same thing here. If they do kind of sneak past there, I want to go ahead and do a bit of this, a bit of that. And yeah, it's kind of a secondary line there.
Attention. Building completed.
To defend.
Attention. Building completed.
There we go. Now again, this is in a great position right here. All this stuff is very difficult for them to get through because they got to go through here, and through there to get to here, or they got to come all the way around. And they really won't attack this part. This part is probably the least part they'll attack because it's going to try to go straight for this, right? Now this one over here, not so good because it's really close to that edge. Really close to that edge. All right, we got tons of resources now. Again, every time I have tons of resources, you want to pause it, take a moment, and try to add that stuff in. There we go. So we got that kind of first line defense over here going. We're going to fill it in like so. All right.
Good morning, sir.
We're going to have dude all the way up here.
Yes.
Notice this guy is like stuck there now, and this guy's going to be stuck there.
At your service.
This guy's going to be right about here. Same thing over here. That's all I'm doing now is just hunkering down, right? You got to hunker down. And I have a lot to defend because I took over the whole entire place. You don't necessarily have to take over the whole entire map every time. I've done it without taking over the map. By the way, I've done actually all of the maps are unlocked now. I went through and I was playing at 100% and unlocked all the other maps. And I've played all of the maps now as well, which is a lot of fun. And we'll play them all here on stream at some point because this game is tremendously fun. So again, we want to have our thing that removes the zombies. At least one or two of these. Again, we'll go ahead and offset that to there. Just kind of feel like I should set that one back a little bit. I'm going to set that one back a little bit. This way I can get another one of these in here. Kind of over here. There we go. Now we got two of those, and I probably should add another one of these over on this side. And then what it's going to do is it's going to work both sides at the same time. And then we're going to layer it up. Now, really what you need to do is just give your turrets and stuff time to wipe out the enemies before they get through the barriers, right? And they're going to get through these barriers. These barriers are definitely going to get lost. They'll probably make it through those. And you have to think in that terms. Are they going to make it through this? Are they going to make it through this, right? This is going to be pretty difficult for them to make through. But they're going to make it through these defenses. So then you've got to think of your secondary defenses as well. Let's go ahead and get this guy up here. But we're going to go ahead and let's add in another row. And right now it's saying I can't add anything else in again. And I try to go through and see if there's any other like little spots in there that just put an extra one to block them. What is this? Too many walls. Too many walls. No, not enough resources. Not enough resources. Let's go ahead and let it run a little bit. Sell some of that. There we go. Got to be a place where we can close that wall off. There we go. And you want to defend your units, of course, here.
Your service.
You want your units to be back a little bit so then they can fire the whole entire time while they're kind of doing that primary defense. Now, again, look how much resources are in my way, right? All these resources and whatnot are in my way, so I can't really do a good defense there. But hopefully I can stop them in this first defense. And again, put one there. What do we need? Gold. What a surprise. What a surprise that we need gold. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this. What do we need? Gold and stone. So again, we'll sell all the oil.
Boom.
I don't really need oil over here, so I'm going to go ahead and just burn all that oil, use that up. And again, to speed it along, you've got to use the market. You've got to use the market to speed this along. And as you can see, I've got lots and lots of wood. There's no reason for me to save that cash from the wood. So I'm going to sell all of that. And that's going to fill back up again very, very quickly. And again, there's no reason to save all this in the end. You want to use up every little bit that you can. And again, I'm trying to boost my economy as we go. There we go. Dread coming in, dropping the 100 bits, dropping the big bada boom. Thank you so much for showing that love today. Appreciate that. He's also trying to take a bite out of Top Atlas there, who's currently the bit boss. You're going to get 3,000 Kiz caps now if you are the bit boss at the end of the night. So we're up in the stakes. Up in the stakes, everybody. So yeah. Great to see you. Saying hello and hi, chat. Hello, hello. The hard time busying themselves on Kismet. Who has a hard time busying themselves? I don't know what you're talking about, Amos. Easter lands April Fool's Day this year doesn't.
Attention.
From what I'm hearing.
Completed.
All right. Shocking Tower is finished. All right. Now you can see we're starting to really dig in now. We got a really good defense along that edge. This side's pretty weak. But I'm working on the bottom edge here because the bottom edge is probably the weakest, has been the weakest so far. Now, again, all of this. Now, I'm kind of thinking, should I even waste my time with this big long wall?
A horde of infected are on their way.
They're coming from the
They're
south.
approaching from the south.
Because this is a kind of a very weak defense here, right? This is a, they're going to break through there no matter what. So really, instead of wasting all my resources when I know they're going to break through, I can go ahead and start to upgrade the stuff I think I'm going to keep. Now this one I'm probably not going to keep. So let's go ahead and move this guy. Let's move this guy back here.
Jolly good.
See, and all of this is kind of in the way. I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze that. All this stuff is kind of in the way. So we're going to try to do the walls a bit better here. Now we're going to get attacked from the south here somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be right here. Too many walls in the same area. What's up with that? Oh, nope, don't do that. Sometimes it tries to select everything and you don't really want it to do that. All right. Like so. So again, we want to get that primary defense in first, right? That primary defense that's going to go ahead and stop them from getting into our inner base. Somewhat like that. And then we can go ahead and create kind of like what I call a push out, where you're pushing out along the edge of the map, right? So we'll go ahead and try to push out a little bit by putting this over here. Let's see. Where can we put that? Say right here. We'll put that right there, and just temporarily, so we can go ahead and fill in the rest of this with some stone so that it will protect that area. How are we looking on power? Let's go ahead and build a few more of these just right here in the center. Out of the way. There we go, get a bit more power. All right, so they're attacking from the south somewhere. Most likely along here or along here. This doesn't even have a defense yet, which is not good.
My machine is ready.
So let's go ahead and move this back.
Indeed.
And I'm going to build a defense there. Across there. And again, this is just there. This is just there to slow them down. And let's see, what can we do here? That would be pretty tricky. Of course, not enough gold. Not enough gold. So I find myself selling a lot of my oil for gold, just to try to fast track me gold-wise. Because I do spend a lot of gold at this point. I'm trying to spend all my resources at this point. There's no reason to save it for a rainy day, that's for sure. All right, there we go. So we got one there. And I feel like we need to get another one over here. Get that out of there temporarily. And then we'll put another one over here. Now we've got a nice double thing there. And we want to go ahead and get this so that it can see that whole entire edge. So let's say, actually don't want it there because I'm going to create a defense there. Let's say right about there. That'll allow it to get that whole edge. Same thing over here. We want to go ahead and create our kind of primary defense, or first line of defense, which is going to be about there. So let's go ahead and just put this here. And then what we're going to do is do one of these deals. Try to block that off a bit. And again, they can always come in this way and then try to make it in around there. But again, the whole purpose of this is just to slow them down, right? This is just to slow them down. The first part is always just to slow them down, and the second part is to finish them off. And that's what I try to do. I find that is very, very effective. All right, we're going to create another kind of row here. As you can see, we're filling in that corner, right? So now they really have only the ability to come in and go this way. And, oh, I don't have enough stone and not enough resources. All right.
Good morning,
Move these
sir.
guys closer. This
a
guy.
great machine for a great man.
There. Now, the weakest point right now is right here. So they're going to try to push through there. Oh, still don't have enough gold or stone. There we go. They're going to try to push through right there, which is not going to be good because that really does need to be fixed up. And they're coming in. Yeah, they're coming in straight here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy, pull him over here,
Jolly good.
Help out.
Good morning,
This dude,
sir.
come over here and help out. This
What can
guy,
I do for you, sir?
so on. This guy's stuck in there now, so I'm going to leave him there.
At your service.
Pull this here. Now, sometimes they're going to get
dear.
through, so if they do get through, be thinking in your head, okay, do I have enough resources?
Building completed.
Do I have enough resources to block them from getting through? Upgrade that as well. Let's go ahead and, what do we got here? Not enough gold yet for that, but we've also got our Titans who are going to try to help us defend.
Attention.
So we're going to create a primary defense here. And again, we're just flowing in like crazy.
Building completed.
And then, of course, we've got all of our
Is it
Titans
tea
here
time
helping out as
already?
well. And I want my Titans right here to keep them from getting
Attention.
through this one.
Building completed.
And you can see they've already gotten through that kind of first row. Like so. And we're just trying to wipe them out before they get too far through there. And that's pretty close. It's like that times about 5, that kind of final attack. Now again, I'm supplementing it here with my Titans,
Good morning,
which
sir.
really does help in the long run. So we're going to
Let's
put this guy
go.
back over there.
At your service.
This guy back over here.
Hello.
So on. Get where I pulled all these guys from.
Let's go.
Over there. And we got our main
My
guy.
machine is ready.
Put him down there. One there, one there. This guy goes up here.
Yes.
All right. And again, you saw how easy it was to clear that right there. And again, I'm going to go ahead and let this fix, and then I'm going to actually fill in down here with a lot more of that area. So we're going to go ahead and do one of these, right? So we had this kind of primary defense. And again, this is a little too close here, right? This is only too wide. So I'm actually going to, now that I fought those guys off, I'm actually going to take this defense out. And I really want to take that out too. And I want to kind of finish this out like that. And I want to create a kind of a secondary defense. I'm going to leave my thing in there for right now. All right, so we can't quite create a full barrier there. Take all this out, and we'll use all of this stuff. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and be thinking kind of what our final is. Let's take this out. And what do we want to do along this particular edge here? Because they are going to get through there no matter what. So I don't like to put those on the edge. I like to put these on the edge first, like this, right? And then put these kind of more in the center so it has a wider range. See, it's going to get that whole entire edge there, right? It's going to get that whole entire corner as it comes through. And then just kind of alternate these. One there, then one here. You can also put these behind and then put as many of these in front as you can. Probably need to take that out. Again, I think of this as the first line of defense. And let's go ahead and, now that we've got that, let's go ahead and put this back in there. Again, this is just there to slow them down. That's as far as I can go. You can't fill in any more there. Again, we're going to have this kind of big gap here. So this right here is just mostly useless. So we really just want to build a lot of defenses in here just to try to wipe them out as quick as possible. Because this is where they're going to hit the hardest. So again, wherever you see them hit during this same time is where you want to defend, right? So they're hitting right here really hard. And we got that one, and then we'll go ahead and do another one of these. Say right there. And then in the end,
Hello.
move this guy back here.
Jolly
So you want to
good.
count on them getting through in certain spots. Get this out now. Again, this is just about over, right? We're at 95. Hopefully we'll get it done today. But, you know, I try not to rush the game. Rushing the game is how you lose, I find. You rush, and then you don't have enough resources to build your defenses, or you don't start building your defenses early enough, and then they get through. Right? You can see I'm going very heavy. Very heavy in those
Excuse me?
defenses.
Oh,
And this guy, you
hello.
can see he's back. You know, he's back a couple layers, right? So he's got the ability to run away if he needs to, right? Which is totally a valid thing that might happen. All right, and again, we'll come back and work on that second line
So much steam.
later on.
Let me adjust this valve.
This guy should be probably right about here. Work on that second line later. Right now, we're working on the first line, and we'll come back, work on the second line. Again, this is not so great here. This is not so great. Let's take this out, like so. So you're kind of setting it up for failure on purpose, right? You're like, okay, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make this fairly good, fairly well defended, but I wanted to wipe out as many as I can first round, then second round, try to finish him off. So that's what we're gonna do. We got a lot of oil. Holy mackerel! That is a lot of oil. And I find oil is the fastest way to make money in the game. You make a lot of money by collecting as much oil as you can. The cost of collecting the oil is way less. Oops, let's upgrade these. The cost of oil is way less than the actual return on that oil. And plus, you need oil also for your Titans. So we'll go ahead and put that right there. There we go. So that's just going to act as that kind of first defense. So we go ahead and wipe out as many of those as we can. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Take these out. They're in my way of my defense. And this is in an awkward spot. I'm going to take that out, take this out, move this guy back. Again, once that kind of wave has come through, I've already eliminated everybody else. It will make it a bit easier for me to kind of readjust my area. Actually, let's make sure that's touching that turret. It is, okay. And you can see I'm moving that really far back because it's kind of in my way. And you don't really need these up in the front, by the way. I would remove this one, remove all of these before the end thing, because otherwise they'll hit those and they'll just multiply. They'll get the people that are in there. So you can just take that out and just fill in that same spot with some more defenses, like so. That'll just slow them down from getting in. And again, that one's going to be that kind of first defender. And we got to wait for that to kick back in again so we get that going.
Service.
So we have this guy watching over that for now. Same thing over here. Looks like we've got some wood in there. We're going to upgrade that. And again, we're going to need that to do that. Looking good there. This is looking good. Not much defenses along this edge, though. So we've only got this. We got this, and that's it. So really what I want to do is try to inset some of my defenses in there. We're going to try to get one of these right in here. So we're going to need to take this out. And again, we want this to be as far as we can get it. See, we need to cover this side over here. So we're going to need one on that side. One here. And again, I want this to be as thick as possible, right? I want this side to be as thick as possible so it takes them a bit of time to make their way through. And I'm probably going to need to move these. Definitely going to need to move these out of here because they are in my way of my defense. Glad I didn't upgrade those. And that's a lot of stone I just gave up just right there. But got to do what you got to do, right? Got to do what you got to do to survive. So I can't put it there. It's got to be right there. Yeah, I'm going to have to just give up that stone to work on my defenses. Let's go ahead and take out this kind of secondary row so we get some of this back for now. There we go. And again, this stuff doesn't matter later in the game. Same thing with my oil rigs and whatnot, but I love my oil rigs because they produce a lot of cash. They also act as a natural barrier, by the way, as well, because that actual pool of oil there is actually blocking them. So they have to go through this way, have to go this way. So right now, this is the closest place where they can break in and get into there, right? But I can also just go ahead and extend this by putting another one of these out here. Again, I'm working on my final defenses here. I'm going to put another one out here, and I'm going to actually fill this whole area in, so it takes them a while to make their way in here. And again, I need something that's going to do range, so I need to have a nice ranged one here. That's also going to help if they do try to get in from that side. So we're going to go ahead, take a look at that. Let's say something like this. Again, don't be afraid to take down what you've got and just re-up it. Rebuild it. You do lose your resources, but such is the way it goes. And you see I'm alternating. There we go. Trying to get as much defense in there as possible. How's my power looking? Yep, out of power. Now we're going to need to add some more power there, but look at that. Look at that defense now. Real rock solid defense there. And I need some more power. So we're going to go ahead and wait for some loot. Wait for that to go through. What do we got? 1140. Now, of course, every time I put these down, also they're costing me money. So my overall money is going down too. See, for each of these I put down, my actual cash is going down. Let's see if we can go ahead and get another one of these big ones in there.
Building completed.
Try to sneak it in somewhere.
Building completed.
Stay way over here.
Attention. Building completed.
Yeah, it'll take them a while to get in that far.
Attention. Building completed.
And here they come. They're attacking from all sides again.
Attention.
And boom,
Building
that just
completed.
kicked in, annihilated them.
Our colony is succumbing to the infection.
Is it now? Where is that? See, I hear that. That makes me nervous. Where did it succumb to the infection? Infection. Most likely it hit one of these things, and it got it. Now, see, I can still lose. See, if they sneak in and get to my houses, I can still lose the entire game. But that was pretty solid. Bam, we got rid of them just that easy. Again, we're not more rock solid down here. I'm not going to upgrade these. I'm probably going to probably upgrade those. Probably replace those with some of these round ones here.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Get dude out of there. And again, now my Titans are kind of my they made it through in this particular spot, and now I need them to go over there and wipe them out before they get in too far. I'm also going to save a bunch of resources so that if I see that they made it through here, I can go ahead and continue to make walls to block them and build defenses to block them from getting through. But now they break through walls very, very quickly with that many mobs. So you've got to have your first primary defenses in as well. All right, so there we go. So we got this, and that's going to slow them down for a while. And then we're going to go ahead and do kind of our other defenses here. So we'll have this one burning everybody up there. And what do we need? More gold. What a surprise. What a surprise. Again, notice I'm going very slow in this. I'm not running it the whole entire time. I'm just building. It's day 96, so we're getting very, very close. And I've got to have at least that first line of defense in, if not the second line in by right about day 100. I like having it in. Now this really is going to be not only the defense from this side, but also from this side. So I'm going to go ahead and start to fill in this as well. Like so. And this is going to go ahead and block as much as that, and that's going to work in this direction. We'll make another one of these. Try to squeeze it in behind here. No? Not quite. Why can we not put that back there? So building this. Oh, 3 cells from each other. All right, this is too close to this one. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of this out. There we go. And let's see if we can get it nestled up over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then we can go ahead and put that back in. Now that didn't cost me any resources because I have it paused. And again, look at this. You know, boom, they're going to get through there, right? So again, we want to go ahead and think about where can we just put something that's going to slow them down. Slow them down in that particular spot. And you see that I'm moving my way around, and I circle around and around and around while I'm playing. to set that up. Now, this is probably the thing that takes the longest, is setting up these kind of final defenses. And it's definitely worth your time. Definitely worth your time to do so. And let's see. So we've got a thing here. And I'm looking at how they're going to break in. So they're going to break in here. And then they're going to be able to get into this inner area. And we've kind of stacked that as much as we can, I think. Right? Nope, we can put another one in there. Same thing here with this kind of side stack here. See if I can put another in. Another row. Kind of straight. Nope. Gotta do that. Alright, this is as good as I can do there. And then, again, try to wipe out as many of them you can before they get into this inner area. So that's going to wipe them out there, but allow me still to put a wall in there protecting this, at least as long as I can. That's definitely going to get overrun. They're going to break through there, boom, boom, boom. They'll be in here in no time. And again, got to be able to defend this. They're going to get through there too. They're going to get all the way through this. Most likely. They're going to break through there, break through here. And then I'm going to need to be back here somewhere defending. Take this out. I'm going to have to move this. This is in the way of my defense right here. I'm going to have to take that out. Make another one of those somewhere else. Say way down here. So this right here is getting these right here, which is boosting this production here. All right, so we took care of that. And then we need to think about where we're doing our defense here. Let's do it right along this edge. There we go. Oh, we got to get our guy so he can defend. So let's get him out of there.
Oh dear.
They might be like, Kismet, you're going overboard, man. You're doing too much defenses. Oh, no. This is not overboard by any stretch of the imagination. This is really going to take a beating right here. It's going to take a huge beating coming through here, like so. All right, we need stone gold. We'll let it run. And again, it's going to take a huge beating coming through there, and I have to think about how are they going to get in. Right? They're going to try to go through here. They're going to try to go through there. And I want to wipe out as many as I can by the time they get to here. And then, of course, finish them off. Because I don't want them getting into this inner area as well. And don't be afraid of wiping out stuff as they're attacking. Right? Wiping out your houses. Wiping out things. So that they do not get to those houses. Your main thing is your houses. You don't want them to get to the houses. What you want them to do is to get to a point where they get pigeonholed and then they're just getting wailed on and they can't progress. That's really, really what you want to do. And we're having a phenomenal playthrough right here, by the way. This is pretty amazing to be at this point, to be at 97 and have this much resources running. We're doing actually pretty exceptional in this playthrough. And we got plenty of days too, so we can build a lot of stuff along the way. And again, we'll go, notice how I put this one on the edge first. And then I put one of those. And we'll wait for some more stone and gold to come through. And that's going to be nice, well defended there. Got a decent defense down there. This really needs to be secondary. So we've got our first line defense in a lot of places.
Attention.
This needs some work there for sure. Yeah. This needs to be tripled up, and this stuff is kind of surrounded. And then cross there. Cross there action. All right. How we doing? We're waiting for our cash to kick in. We're waiting for this to kick in. Waiting for all this, our secondary defense to drop in. But we'll go ahead and put another one of these in. There we go.
Attention.
And, oh, okay. Now we're out of workers. All right. So we need more workers. That's easy to fix, right? Can we just go ahead and double click over here and try to upgrade these? But again, out of energy, you're going to find that happen a lot. And in this case, I need more workers to get more energy. And you're like, uh-oh, I'm stuck, right? Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. You can go ahead and stop. I usually stop my wood production because I have a massive amount of wood production. If I can just double click it and actually stop all my wood production, and you can see now that I have 80 workers. So it's not too bad to just kind of pause it. Pause your production of something that is just producing a lot. Like right now, it's producing a massive amount. Of stuff. And not enough gold there. Producing a massive amount of stuff here. Again, you notice I'm using the advanced ones. The reason why I'm doing that is so it doesn't use up all of my stone. Again, I like to leave about 20 oil just in case. And I don't want to use up all my stone while I'm trying to put in my defenses, because my stone is the thing that I'm always having trouble with. So we'll put a few of those in, and we need to re-enable our wood production. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and maybe turn one more of these off so that we can go ahead and try to do this. So we need another one off. Wood, this one here. Doesn't matter which one I turn off as long as I have those workers. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and try to put another power station in the inner area here. There we go. Looking good. Again, this is fairly close to this, so we need to have a lot of stuff defending that. We got gonna come in here, gonna block it off right there. Another line of defenses, and you can put those defenses in while they're attacking to say, okay, really, they're attacking really heavy from this side, they're attacking heavy from that side. But if you don't have your primary defense in,
what can I do for you, sir?
very early on,
Yes.
you're gonna be in trouble.
Attention.
Let's
Building
go.
completed.
This right here needs to be wrapped, and then this needs another line of defense there, right here. So when they break through there, you can block them through there. And this is actually in my way. Same thing there. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So right here we can start on this defense.
My
Take this
machine
guy and
is
move
ready.
him back.
Yes.
Because this is the edge of the map. You don't have to defend directly at the edge of the map, though it does help to make sure you fill it in as much as you can. Slow them down. We're going to slow them way down like that. And we need more workers and whatnot. How are we doing on power? Guys, ourselves some power. Upgrade, get a little bit of workers. And then my power is going to kick in here in a second. Then I can upgrade and get even more workers. So I only upgrade it if I need to. And I've got massive amount of food. So if I do need to upgrade it,
Attention.
I'm good.
Building
There we go.
completed.
Second it, and if you notice I had it selected, so the second it kicks in and I can do it, it comes up
Attention.
and says I can. So let's go ahead and also just speed it along here, sell a bunch of this oil,
Attention.
like so.
Building completed.
I'm going to double click this and watch how quickly, look, I upgraded all of that. How quickly I can upgrade my
Building
city.
completed.
So now I've got tons of workers, right? And then of course I still want to get
Building
my
completed.
money's worth on all my things here, so I'm going to get them going again. Now sometimes they get like bugged out where even though it does have enough workers or it has enough power,
Attention. Building completed.
it still like stops my my wood production. So you've got to go in again, double click on it like that, double click on it again, and just keep working it until you can find that last one that hopefully there it was right there. I was lucky. I just happened to find the one that was. And then you turn those all on, because when it's up there, it's actually selling this wood. It's selling this wood automatically to the market every single time. So I'm actually making money from that. So I wanna make it. Let's see. Never a fan of The Matrix. Never seen it? Oh wow, actually, Matrix is actually a really great movie. Really great movie. I'm not like totally into it like I dress up like those peeps, but it is a really great movie. Definitely worth a watch. Kind of changed that whole entire genre of movies. Let's put one of these over here. And of course one of these up in here. Would have been nice to get it there. Let's try it right there. There we go. Again, this is just first line of defense. This is most likely going to get overrun, but it's going to at least wipe out some bad guys along the way. And this is going to go pretty much like this. Why can't I not get one in there? Too many walls. There we go. That out.
Attention. Building completed.
I want a nice solid wall all the way across. If it doesn't give me my solid wall,
Building completed.
then I will take out whatever's in front of it. until it lets me do. There we go. Same thing here. Take that out. And there we go. All right, we got kind of an inner wall there. And we're going to need that energy again. Oh, okay. We really need a boost here. Now we're really going to get crazy here. We've got lots of stone production. We're going to do 3 of those because, again, we're trying to get as much defense in. Again, this is probably the weakest point here. That's pretty weak there. Weak over here. Look at this. We don't even have any defenses along that edge. Oh, boy. We got to get busy here. We got to get busy. And, again, I can't add anything while I'm waiting because I don't have enough power. So I got to keep that going. Let's go ahead and add some of these more advanced powers in here, too, if we can find a spot for them. Maybe in here. We need a lot of power. And I've got a lot of workers, so there's no reason not to add them. I'm out of thing? No. Just not in the right spot. Constantly be building that up. Now this right here is useless. Take that out. Useless. Out, out, out.
Excuse me? Oh dear.
That over there.
Attention.
Now it's
Building
useless
completed.
because
Attention. Building completed.
because it's using my defenses
Attention.
in a, kind of an inefficient way, right? Because that cost me money right there. That cost me money to let those defenses stay in the inner area, right? So if you build a bunch of inner defenses, when you have a lot of outer area to defend, you're wasting a lot of your defenses. Now, eventually you want to build it, you know, if they make their way through, then you want to build it and block it off. But if they have not made their way through all the way down here, there's no reason to have defenses in the inner part, right? I mean, you could build a bunch of defenses around this, but if they make it through, hit all your houses, and bow, they hit that thing, it's game over on that sucker anyway. So, really, I prefer to move it out to the edges for that defense. So, again, when you take that out, of course, you're getting some of that resources back, which you can use way out here. And we'll go ahead and put that in the center. And this one will be to this side. Take that out. And this one will be over here. Again, if you leave a little bit of a gap again, of course, you can, you know, create a kind of a nice little wall there. Like so.
Hello.
This guy's going to be way back here. He's going to be, you know, after they've kind of broken their way through, he's going to be in this inner area.
Good
defending.
morning, sir.
Right there. Now, if I need even more, I will add some more. If I see that they've broken through and there's just a ton of them left, I will add more along that edge. And again, we're going to work on this edge over here now.
Excuse me?
This guy, we're going to pull all the way out of there.
Oh, hello.
Because his final spot's going to be right here.
Building completed.
Indeed.
He's going to be down here. And again, we're going to just like totally start to fill this in now with those defenses. So right here looks like a good spot. There we go. And our kind of primary first line of defense. Let's see, probably move this over a little bit. Let's take these ones out. We'll move this over a little bit so we can still get all of that. We can defend all of that. But we can also try to sneak in one of these. Whoa, look at that, 934 oil. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Let's sell that off. Hey everybody, what's up, Raz? There we go. There we go. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. We're having the most incredible playthrough of They Are Billions ever. Incredibly awesome. We built up 3 cities now. We're just, as you can see, we have just an insane amount of oil. Look how much oil. I'm still going. Still going. So I just basically made about 10 grand plus in oil. And see, this is my trick, is to get these oil things capped as quick as possible. And then I can pause, sell that oil to the market, and continuously upgrade all of my stuff. And then really, again, at this point, we need to be heavily blocking all of this. And again, we'll go ahead and put in our other turret here. Can't quite put it in there. Let's go and put it back just a little bit. There we go. And again, this is actually first line of defense. You're like, Kismet, what about all this up here? Well, that's all going to die. That's kind of, this is just first line of defense there. Now this thing's actually in my way, so I'm going to have to take that out temporarily. Like that. Now here's a little trick also, another little Kismet tip for you. When you're using these relays, right, they're going to get wiped out at some point anyway. So you want to use them as effectively as you can, but don't leave them in your way, right? If they're in your way of your defenses, you've got to move them and find a better spot. And then this here, take that back out. So I want to start another really pristine line of defense. There we go. And again, this stuff's in my way here, but I don't really need to go all the way down here, but I'm going to anyway. There we go. So I'm creating a pristine line of defense so that I have multiple layers here to defend. Now this is going to screw me up down here. But we're going to go ahead and just do that, and there we go. Now we're in another inner layer that we can go ahead and we can put in more defenses like this. Again, you want this to be as much as it can, right? It's going to defend both sides now. And then this shoots from a lot further. So
Good morning, sir.
we're going to do something like that.
Oh dear.
And we'll have two Titans on this side. And we'll have them hold right there. And that will be pretty much a defense for that side. And again, I always got, backup. I can always, block them. I can run my Titans back and then block them before they get through that last defense. So if they get all the way to here and they're working on this defense, I will actually create another line. I'll let my Titans attack. I'll create another line, run my Titans back, and then fill in that line again, and then try to put in some more defenses as much as I can. Same thing over here. Now, this looks pretty good right there, so we're going to leave that. And what we need is we need something like this to be wiping all this stuff out. So let's say like that.
Hello.
Hold the Titan back.
Yes.
Like so. Again, that's defense line number 1. And this will be our second level. There we go. So that's defense line number 1. Over here, we've already got that, so we're looking good there. We've got, do we got 3 rows or 2 rows? Looks like 2 rows. Let's see if we can get a third row in there. There we go. Nice, nice. Same thing here. See how I made a mistake there? Well, that's okay. I can just take that out.
So much steam. Let me adjust
This
this
guy out of the
valve.
way. And third level. And again, that's why I'm trying to make so much stone, as much stone as I possibly can, so I can build up this kind of defense area. Again, this is a lot, because I have the entire map, it is a lot harder to defend the entire map because you just have a lot of resources that you have to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right there, and then we're going to offset this right there. Again, it's got that full defense. And another one in. Again, got plenty of power now. Can't quite get that one in there, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get out of there and get out of there. And then we're just going to fill that in like so. And we're going to upgrade that one. More stone. Let that run for a second. There we go. We'll upgrade that one. And we need a lot more stone. A lot more stone. Now, we got a lot of cash, too, so we can go ahead and just use our cash to buy the stone. I mean, that money ain't going to do you any good if you're dead, right? Ain't going to do you any good if your colony is destroyed. All right. And again, there's kind of defense area number 1. And then we need to go along here. We need a lot more gold. And we're going to sell off. We'll let it run, and we'll sell off our oil at the same time.
Building completed.
And again, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I could also continue to work on my economy while I'm doing this. And we're going to put that one in there. And alternate it as best we can.
Attention. Building completed.
And more gold.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
We're getting a lot of completed buildings going on. Now, this resource is in my way, so I'm going to have to just skip here And then, of course, we're going to layer it like we've been doing. So again, we want, if they do break through, if they get breakthrough to this one, well, they can't get to this one because they got to fight through that little bit of stone before they get this one, and so on and so forth. So you want to make sure you're doing that layering and basically trying to keep them blocked in where that stuff is, right?
Attention. Building completed.
And again, like this. Now you could just try to pigeonhole them into one corner, right, and just try to, but they're going to get through. Just visualize that they are going to get through no matter what you do. They are absolutely going to make it through in certain areas. Where are you running to?
My machine is ready.
Get out of there.
Indeed.
And there we go. So we got our primary level defense in there. Now the walls over here are kind of iffy. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can create a nice line here. Yeah, very iffy there. So we can create a nice line that's going to create a barrier there. For the inner area, same thing here. We'll create an outer line, an inner line. Oh, we're out of stone. Out of stone. All right, let's keep going. Again, we're day 102. It's closing in, everybody. Closing in. Sell that off. Get that cash. Need to buy a little stone. Again, because we're producing less stone now. And our power plants are using stone. So that's going to make it more difficult. Again, this is just to slow them down at this point. Yeah, that's just to slow them down. Now, again, if I will leave this primary defense in there, and if they get through that, then, of course, I will start to create a secondary defense. Now, this, I know they're going to break through, obviously, right there. So let's go ahead, again, stack as much as we can. We'll put this one over here. Actually, let's do another row of, run a little bit. Let's go ahead and put in another row. A nice, good row of, come on, there we go. There we go. Nice, good row of defense there. And same thing over here. Oh, come on. Now, they can't get through here, I don't think, if I remember correctly. So we're good there. But if I'm wrong, they will wipe out my entire base. At least they'll try. All right, there's a good spot for that one there. There we go. And more gold. I need lots and lots of gold. And again, I could be fooling around with, you know, building up my city and adding more stuff and putting in more areas and upgrading all of this. But what I really need to do is I need to get all of these defenses in. I need to have enough power to run those defenses and so on before that Horde Night kicks in. And again, I'm at 103, but we had an incredible start in this, so it did help a lot. Okay, now I'm out of workers again, and again back and forth as you need it. So we're gonna double click this. Boom, upgraded a ton of that, including these ones over here. Upgraded those, and then we'll start to upgrade these over here. So whenever I need workers, bam, there we go. Now right now, all I need to upgrade my workers, right, is a ton of stone. So again, sell that oil.
Attention.
All right, we'll sell all of it now. Sell all the oil. Then we'll buy a bunch of stone. All right, keep yourself some cash. And then find where you need to upgrade. Over here now. Double click this. Upgrade. All right, and I just upgraded a massive ton of that. Again, notice how my money is going down. Notice how my money's at 588 now, because the more of this defense I put in, the more it costs me to sustain that defense. So as you're upgrading, you have to have the ability to upgrade your city as your cash flow is going down. Or have another cash flow, which in this case is this oil, which allows me to kind of speed it along as well. And again, we'll try to fill in the rest of this. Let's take this one out so we can create ourselves a nice straight line there. There we go. And we'll block this in like so. This is no longer necessary. We'll take that out. We got plenty of food. There we go. Alright, see, I can see him getting through there. Let's get rid of that. All right, looking good, looking good. And then, of course, that secondary defense over here. Now, the secondary defense is where I'm going to have my Titans.
Is it tea time already?
My Titans can
Oh,
fire
dear.
way out here. I'm really right about here. So they can fire way out there. So while they're trying to fight their way through, the Titans can do that. I can pull my Titans back. I can group my Titans up later. I want to have access to my Titans to defend later. And I don't need to add the defenses in. Too much defenses behind this defense, right? Just in case I need it behind there. Until I really know if they're going to make it through. And then right here, I'm going to take this out now. And again, let's go and wrap all of this. Oh, my Titan's in there.
My machine is ready.
My Titan out of there.
Jolly
Again,
good.
this is the actual real defense is right here. This is just to slow them down. Break that one. This is just to slow them down in the long run. Wipe out as many as I can, slow them down. Like so.
You are going to pay me for this, right? Gotcha.
Hello. Let's go.
Little by little, everybody. And this is in my way. Let's see if we lose power. Lost a bit of power there. Let's go ahead and get it from that way. Ah, interesting. Yeah, we got to go here. And then we got to go again to get that one. All right, so we'll let that fill in. And this looks like wood here, so let's upgrade that.
Attention. Building completed.
We're going to let it run again for a little bit. While we upgrade that, there we go. And how do we want to do this? We definitely want to have one of these in here.
Attention. Building
Right there.
completed.
And another one over there. There's this. Like so. Again, that's just a first line of defense. First line of defense. Let that kick in. Let our little thing kick in there. It did. And then we're going to need another one. Say down here.
Attention. Building completed.
Boost those other ones. All right. I had to move that out of the way so that I could fill in the rest of this. Yeah, I need to be able to fill in right there. All right. How are we looking up here? This is looking fine.
Building
We'll
completed.
do this.
Attention.
Go ahead and
Building
do
completed.
this action. And then we'll start on our kind of real defense.
Attention.
This.
Building completed.
And one of these off to the side.
Attention. Building completed.
One of these in the middle. Maybe be able to get another one in there. Yeah, see, that thing's in my way. I'm not afraid to take that stuff out. If it's in my way, it's in my way. Nothing. Yeah, right there. Nothing worse than having that in your way and then not being able to defend your settlement. And really, it's kind of useless because it's just doing out there. Again, let's just fill that in, make it harder for them to get through. Like so. We'll take this out. Don't need that. No reason to
Attention.
feed
Building
them more
completed.
peeps. Gives me more workers.
Attention. Building completed.
Send that around a little bit. And there we go. We got that secondary defense in there. This one can be upgraded. Wow, look at all that. Look at all those resources I'm getting. Again, day
Attention.
107, everybody.
Building
Closing in
completed.
on it. Looking okay right there. Definitely need secondary defenses there. This is looking good. Looking pretty weak right there. That's what we're going to get through. Let's upgrade that one. And put another one in here. This is what it's all about right here. This is it. The end game. The last days. This is what you're doing here. Again, that's first line of defense. They are definitely getting through there. And more gold. I got a little bit of gold. Actually, I think I'm going to use my gold here to upgrade my city a bit. You see, I need lots of gold. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all this oil. Again, I'll get 10,000. And again, we really started well in this game. Really started well. You're like, Kismet, man, this is taking forever, man. Hurry up and get to the end. Ah, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You still think I have too much defenses? I don't. I don't have enough. I don't have anywhere close to as enough defenses to do this. So again, this is what it's all about. Now I'm about to upgrade a good amount of these here. But again, I need that stone, so let's buy some stone. Buy a bunch of stone. Like that. And then upgrade a bunch of this. And see, when I upgrade a bunch of that, look how fast my power is gone, right?
Building completed.
And same thing. More power. More power.
Building completed.
Find some nice place for power. Need to go more gold. More gold. More power. More gold. More power. More defenses. Alright, so again, sell all that.
Building completed.
And get yourself another power plant snuck in here somewhere.
Building completed.
So right here is good. Couple of those going. Again, see, the more I upgrade my houses, the more power I need. The more power I get, the more stone it burns, and so on and so forth. So, you know, you have a great balance in this game, which is what makes the game great. It is pretty difficult to keep that balance going.
Building completed.
And that's what makes it so challenging. Oh wait, these guys need to be upgraded. I got a bunch of, see, I've got a bunch of these mills that I can upgrade. I just realized they haven't been upgraded yet. Why not use the ones I've already got and upgrade those? Okay, sell that oil. Second that oil comes in, I just take it and sell it. Double click. Now I can make more titans and all of that stuff if I wanted to, but
building completed.
At this point I don't really want to. I don't really want to. All right. Again, I just want a ton of stone, and I want to upgrade my stuff so I have more workers.
Building completed.
That's looking good. Looking good there. Looking good there.
Building completed.
Over there. This is pretty decent. Decent, decent. This needs to be wrapped. Like so.
At your service.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Jolly good.
This is going to be tough because they're going to go right for these houses. Got all this stuff in my way. Yeah, gonna need my titans here.
Indeed.
Gonna definitely need my titans there. All right, we need actually more titans up there. We need more titans up there. What do we look like? We're pretty rock solid. Actually, let's just make some more titans. How about that idea? I like that idea. You guys are smart. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and make some more titans. Where's my titans? Right here. How many can we make? We make one. I say we make a couple more titans for this area. So I'm selling off my oil. Now I need some of my oil to make the titan. So I don't want to sell too much that I can't make my titan, but I want to make enough so I can get that queued up and running. So we're going to need a bunch of titans here because this is way too close to this, so we can utilize our titans to defend that area. And again, we have a whole lot of overlapping defenses, so if they do break through, of course, all this stuff over here can help. And I'll create a barrier there. I'll just have to stack as much defenses in there as I can. I'm going to move the titan back a little bit.
Oh my god, a huge swarm is coming.
Uh-oh.
They are billions.
Here they come, everybody. This is it.
From all sides.
They're coming from all sides. Again, I'm not saving it for a rainy day now. Now is the time to use up every last bit of your resources to keep them from getting in. All right, so let's see. Where am I sending these guys again? Let's send them right. Oh, not there. Here. Let's send them right here. This is it. It's on now. It's on. Again, let's create a secondary thing over here. Let's work on this part. There. And we'll just put one of these in for now. We can upgrade it later. They're going to sweep through there like nobody's business. Through there. We really haven't finished down here yet.
Is it tea time already?
Let's see if we can get down here finished up. So they're going to arrive soon. So I need to get my defenses in. Of course, I'm out of stone. What a big surprise there. What a big surprise, Rooney. Sell that oil. So now I'm down to the wire. This is it. This is win or lose time. And I need to go ahead and get a nice defense across here, especially back here. Like this. All right. That's looking okay. Maybe a little much there and there. Okay. Now, again, we need a secondary defense, so we need lots of stone and gold, and we don't have any of that.
My machine is
Put our
ready.
Titan here. Probably won't upgrade that. Probably leave that as is. Let's go ahead and lock this in a little bit. I think we can. Enough resources. All right, they're going to come in from all sides. Make sure we've got our guy here. Oh, yeah, they're going to try to get through there.
Yes. The mighty Titan is here. Jolly good.
All right. Another Titan has arrived.
A great machine for a great
Get this
man.
guy in there. Let's get you over here. Where's my Titan over here? Here he is.
Is it tea time already?
So if they make it through this, he'll be here to help defend that inner area. Got one there. Got one here. Titan there. Let's see. This Titan's going to have to work both sides.
A great machine for a great man.
I'm going to stick him right there for now.
Attention. Building complete.
This Titan get out of there.
So tiny from
He can't
up
get
here.
out of there. He can't get out of there. That Titan's going down with a ship. And again, the reason why I want my Titans is as they attack, I can move the walls back, as they attack, as I see where my defenses are really the weakest. And we're going to find it out here soon, because this does not have a lot of defense here, right? This only has like 4 different
My
things.
machine is ready.
So we're going to go ahead, and I feel like this is where the main battle is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of these, let's say here, and there. And let's just get that in there. A couple of those in there.
The world looks so tiny from up here.
All right, now we should be okay, but there is no guarantee because we've got first level and second level defenses looking good. Oh, not a second. There's no second level defense on right here. Look at this. So this only has a first level defense. All right, no second level. Another weak point. Another weak point. So again, we're going to let them try to fight their way through there. Just make sure there's nobody there. Nope. All right. And then, again, no thing. How are we looking on time? We're looking good. Looking good. And we'll go ahead and let it run a little bit while I work on these second levels.
The mighty Titan is here.
Another Titan coming through. All right, looking good. And we need stone, stone, and more stone. All right, another Titan. Let's get him.
Good morning, sir.
Got one there, got one here. Again, I'm going to double up over here to make sure they do not make it through there. And I need another ballista there. I need more stone. So again, getting down to the wire. Buy that stone. And you'll see me sell off right at the very end. You'll see me sell off a lot of resources.
There can be only one.
There can be only one! Josie coming in, rocking it. Hey, the Dupe PD, what's up? What's up? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing the love. Appreciate it. Oh. Here we go. Click in chat. I think West will fall. Yes, I think so as well. You're going to have, they are going to break through. They are no matter what. They're going to break through 3 layers of defense usually. Right? So you're going to definitely need a secondary defense. And see, I like to keep resources for that secondary defense. So if I see they've made it through here, well, boom, 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 right? And if I can put it in beforehand, I'm good. But if I can't, well, then I just try to make do with what I've got. So we're going to go ahead and put definitely one of these little shocker suckers right there. And then, of course, we've got our Titan to defend us there. Same thing here. We've got our Titan there. And if they do start to break through here, then hopefully I have enough resources to build that in right there. I can run my Titan back. I want to keep my Titan up front there. I've got these guys here to help out. And you want to utilize everybody you got at the very end. And I think we're looking okay so far. And they're definitely going to get through. Now, again, if I wipe them out over here and they're all done, I will grab the Titans and I'll run them over to wherever I think they need to go, right? So the Titans are kind of the linchpin of this particular thing. Now, again, I don't need to save all of this stuff. So the second I get in trouble, I'm going to go ahead and just sell all the wood and all the iron and all of the stuff. Because what I need now is I need these, defense-wise. I need some defenses.
Building complete.
And I need other things. All right, here they come, everybody. They're coming in from all sides. And let's see how our defenses are doing. They're looking good.
They are trying to break through.
And they're coming in from the this side over here.
Our buildings are being attacked.
We've got our Titans looking good. Let's go move this guy up a little bit.
Our defenses are being attacked.
All right, look at this heavy attack from the north.
They are trying to break into the buildings.
And they're trying to break into the buildings. Now I don't really need these anymore. Oh, yeah, they're going to come in right through there. So let's go ahead and just upgrade. Let's just go ahead and upgrade this part right here because I can see they're going to try to get through there. So we're going to just go ahead. Just give them make it a little bit tougher for them to get through. Right up there. And then just anywhere those are, I'm going to upgrade those. And I just bulldoze that. I don't need that. And again, look, stone, stone, and more stone. I need stone. So sell all the oil. Don't need any oil at all. So that's got to go. But I'm going to go right to about there just in case something goes down. What I need now is the ability to slow them down. Like so. I'm repairing a bunch of stuff. Like so. So we're looking solid all around. Again, don't be afraid to pause, by the way, everybody, and see how you're doing. Right here, probably my weakest area. Right in there. So I'm going to need my Titans to help out.
Walls are under attack.
Over there. Oh, that side's looking good. That side got wiped out. Right side here is looking absolutely rock solid.
They are infecting our buildings.
All right, they're infecting our buildings. They're getting through there. That's okay. I don't need this there anymore. I can try to remove it, but I'm going to remove this. Oil out, this out. They're going to try to make their way through. See, and then get to here. And I might as well take that out because they're just going to infect it anyway. Oh, this way looking good. We absolutely wiped them out here on the right. Right? So these guys are toast. There's nothing going to happen there. Don't need my Titans to stay there.
Let me adjust
I need my Titan over here. That's where I need that guy. This side looks not so bad. That left side's looking awesome. The west side. This side is... That's done right there. That's a done.
What can I do for you,
let's go ahead and bring this Titan and bring him up here to help. This Titan should be up higher. He's not doing any good. Oh, actually, he's helping here.
Oh, the infected.
Let's leave him there.
So rude.
Now, I don't want to repair all this other stuff, right, that I'm not really using. Right? I don't want to repair these walls over here because I don't want to keep hitting this repair at the end. Because if I do, what's going to happen is I'm going to be repairing these walls that I don't need to repair. So don't be doing that at the very end.
The infection is spreading across the colony.
Is it now? Where is it?
The colony is under attack.
Again, I'm looking on my map. Now's the time to be watching your map.
They are trying to break
Yeah,
through.
the south here. Look at this. We've got a bunch of these kind of
Our
casters.
buildings are being attacked.
And this thing's going to wipe those out. How we looking? Oh, this is toast over here. Don't need the Titan there. Let's see how we're looking down here at the bottom. This looks pretty iffy down here. Let's go ahead and bring our Titan down there. Again, we're bringing our other Titan that way.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Oh, they got somebody.
No.
Somebody died.
The walls are under attack.
What can I do for you,
Pause
sir?
there. Still looking
They are
good.
attacking the colony defenses.
This is iffy right here. See, they're wiping this out. I think we had somebody there. See, and these jumpers are the ones that really screw you over.
They are trying to break into the buildings. Our colony is succumbing to the infection.
See, yeah, getting over here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look how far they made it, right? So now this is my weakest point, the north. The north is where they made it. But look at all these resources I have built up. So now it's time to create our secondary defense in here. Like this. And I got to pull my Titans back.
They are trying to break through.
Right? So you got these darn guys coming through. And we'll just let them do their things out there. We'll let them do their thing, and we're going to create kind of another defense here. Behind here. Fill in as much of this as we can. And try to repair this one. We can repair this one, then we can wipe these guys out.
Our defenses are being attacked. They are infecting our buildings.
It's a wonderful day.
How are we looking over here? Up. They made it through over here. Again, like I said, they were going to come through that west, but of course they got a long way to go. They got a long way to go in there, and I have two Titans there. So again, pull my Titans back. They're coming in. Wipe these guys out. Like so. Now, my biggest problem right now is these spitters, right? These spitters are the thing that are screwing me up. And again, we'll do a little bit of this, right? Got those defenses.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Looking good there. How are we looking down here? Not bad, not bad. And over here again, we had a phenomenal playthrough here. Phenomenal playthrough.
Trying to break through.
Where we had enough to build up an insane amount of resources.
The infection is spreading across the colony.
Again.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Got those defenses in.
Good morning, sir.
Now I can also say hunt them down, chase them down.
The walls are under attack.
And so they will move in such a position. Oh, look, they made it through right there. Uh-oh, look out. Look out, everybody. Let's just go ahead and make sure that's it.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Right, so I got them on chase, so they're chasing them up there. Coming through here.
Hello.
These guys are still trying to fight their way across.
Have a taste of my machine.
How are we looking down here? Still doing good. Over here. Still attacking. They're not getting close. When they get close enough, we'll wipe them out. And we want, this is like a win here. We don't screw it up. Now, at this point,
is it tea time already?
At this point, what you can do is you can let your Titans finish them off. Right? Like right now, my Titans are good. So I'm going to grab all my Titans from down here. And I'm going to run them up here to the top. Because this is what they got through the most, right?
They are attacking the colony defenses.
And they're still fighting their way through here. I've got my Titans here. And if they try to get too close, wipe them out. And again, looking good there. These guys, again, when they get too close,
trying to break through.
It'll wipe them out. This guy's over here just trying to attack. And up here, there's a few left. Oh, here comes some more coming in, too. Because it's day 112. So it's coming through again. These guys trying to break their way through right there. It looks like we might have lost power there. So, yeah, see, we lost power on our turrets and stuff. So we learned a bit right there. So we'll put that in, see if that kicks in. While these guys are trying to make their way through.
The walls are under attack.
Now, all right, so all we have is this right side and the left side, right? There's something over here attacking here and here. And again, now that's when we need our Titans, right?
They are attacking.
So we need our Titans for that. So we're going to basically let our Titans through. We're gonna make a hole in the fence. Like so, and I like to make a kind of a double wall.
Good morning, sir.
And we're gonna let our Titans through, and then we're gonna let them loose. Go get them, Titans. And our Titans now are going to hunt everybody down who has been causing trouble up here. And we'll let them loose.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Now, I don't like to leave that open. It just makes me nervous. All right, so there we go. So they wiped him out. Now, these guys are on chase, so they're going to try to run back and chase whoever is over here, who's probably right here attacking this, or they're kind of stuck down in there somewhere. Again, I've got a Titan right here. I can try to let my Titan through, which is going to be pretty difficult right here, but oh well. Let's just get it going on. And I could
So
go
much
through.
Steam. Let me adjust this valve.
Attention.
Let's go.
Building completed.
My machine is ready.
Oh, he's right there. He's
Is it
right there.
tea
All right,
time?
so he's up there trying to hit this side. And I'm going to go ahead again. Just open it up.
Hello.
Send my Titan.
Yes.
And say, go get him, Titan. So that Titan's going to wipe that dude out. Now, I've still got this defense here in case somebody does try to get through.
Indeed.
Titan owned him. And I believe that is it, everybody. I believe that is game over. I win. There you go, everybody. And there you go. You saw it right down to the wire there. What an incredible, incredible playthrough. We killed 12,603 infected. We only lost 7 soldiers. Very awesome. 146 colonists infected, which isn't too bad. Score factor is 22, so we unlocked our next level map. And our max population was 3,668 with a final score of 4,744. So crushed it. Crushed it. There we go. There you go. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I can see your dragon egg, your egg there, Raz. I can see it. All right. Now, as you saw, there is the jumpers who are going to try to jump over the walls and try to get in and start infecting your thing. So that's what you need your turrets for, right? And you also have your electric shockers, which of course is killing the regular mobs, right? And of course your turrets are also wiping out other things. Now the one problem is you have the thing shooting your walls the whole time, as you saw. Now those I don't really worry about, because as they progress forward, they will eventually get to one of my turrets and get wiped out, or I'll wipe out everything else, and then I'll send my Titans on them. So that's why I'm not really worried about the ones that are just, because they'll wipe out some of your defenses, they'll wipe out some of your stuff. So that's why I alternate, right? I alternate the shockers, and then I alternate a turret right next to it. So the turret's wiping out the other stuff. And then, of course, as we win. Now, again, this was only a 20% thing, right? I had 120 days, and I had fairly light population. And that will allow you to open your next level map. And that's what I suggest you do. You first try the game at 20% hardness in whatever kind of combination you want to do. So we're going to go back to the menu, like so. And that's another win. That was a really good win there, too. We had started off really well in that game. And now we're going to start another game. Now, you can see I've got one called Map 4, which I've done before. So let's go. I think it's 60 is the next one. Let's just call it Survival. And let's see. Okay, so the first one here, the Dark Moorland, is the one you get, right? Then Powerful Lowlands is 20%. And I believe this one here is 60%. To unlock that, I've forgotten already. 60% or something like that. And this is 100%. To get this last one here is 100% win, right? So, yeah, this is 20. I've forgotten. I have forgotten. It's been so long. That's what happens when you don't play for a couple weeks. You forget. Your brain goes, duh. Well, double check that in the chat. So this one's 20% to unlock Peaceful Lowlands. I think this one's 60. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. I got it right. So 20, 60, and 100. So basically you do this, and then you get to, and I like to play the next map so that I unlock the next map, and then play the next map, unlock the next map. So we could, though, unlock it on the same map we're on. But I think for funsies, we're going to go ahead and play the next map, right? So we're going to play the Peaceful Lowlands, and we're going to try to get 60% on this next one so you can see how I do 60%. Now, normally, the harder it is, usually the smaller your base is at the end. At the end, you want your base to be well fortified, right? You don't want to have to take over the whole entire map every time. You want to make sure that your base is really well fortified so when that stuff just happens, you saw I wiped them out. I cleaned, because this was an incredibly great start. We had an incredible great playthrough. So there we go. So we're going to try to do this here. Let's say we'll do it at 100%. We'll say, well, easy. Let's say accessible. Well, 85% there. See, that's pretty high. So low population is accessible. That's pretty high. What do we got? 60 there, all right? So what would I rather do? Have less days and less people in the way, right? Oh, even more days, less days. Less days and have less people in the way so I can clear easier, right? Or would I rather have more days and have more people to clear, right? Now, I find this is a really good balance for 60%, right? 120 days and a fairly low population. Now, what it considers to be a low population, I don't consider to be a low population. That's a lot of people still you're going to have to block. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Peaceful Lowlands here, and we're going to start our game because we do have a little bit of time here. We're just going to see how we get started. Now, your start is everything. Your start is everything in this game. If you have a really, really bad start, you're just not going to have enough resources in the end. Now, each one of these games takes me between 3 and 6 hours to play. So you want to make sure that it's going to be worth your time. So what I'm going to do first here is just kind of assign my people to some general defense areas. Now, you notice that this area is nice and green. I really like this map. And I'm going to control one this person. And I'm going to just go ahead, and this is how I always start. You might be like, Kismet, you should be building up your resources. Well, not yet. What I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for a cycle to kick in. Oh, no. Look at this. It's right there. It's literally right there. I will not be able to build up enough resources in time to block that from coming in and wiping that out. That's it. Save and exit. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my time to play that game if that thing is so close to my base. Because I won't have enough time to build up the resources before it starts to just send. Now, some people are hardcore and they say, hey, Kismet, you should play every single one. I ain't got enough time to play every single one. I want to play one where I think I might have a chance of winning. If I think that I'm not going to have a chance of winning, then it's not worth my time. And just like in life, right? If you want to do something in your life, if you want to be something like me, like a graphic designer or a gamer or a lawyer or a doctor, whatever it is, you need to think that there is a % of chance of you of succeeding, right? Even if it's a 1% chance, right? A 1% chance or a 5% chance of winning or succeeding in life, you need to have that. And if you think that you have 0 chance, now, of course, you know, don't just say, well, you know, it's impossible. But you really need to think about it critically, you know, with your, not with your feelings and emotions, but with your logic. Okay, if I do this and I work real hard at it, is there a chance? A great example is when I wanted to become a streamer, right? For a job. This is what I do for a living, by the way. What's going on with my hair? My hair's all acting funny. I wanted to be a streamer, right? So what are my chances compared to other people to be a streamer, right? If you're young and good looking and all of that, and you're like a super pro gamer, you have obviously a much easier chance of a much higher chance of succeeding. Maybe 50%, maybe as high as maybe 80%, right? If you're like the best gamer in the world, you're a good looking girl with your boobs hanging out, I'm just saying, that's the truth of it. I'm going to tell it to you straight. You probably have a better chance of it, right? If you're a good looking guy, you're a pro gamer, you're a known, established gamer with a good team and all of that stuff, or maybe even a solo player, the best in the world, boom, you're going to crush it here on Twitch, right? But if you're an older guy like me, and, you know, I was good looking at some point, way back in the day, but I have my chance of succeeding, right, my score factor of becoming a streamer is much lower. So it's probably within a 1 to 5% chance of getting partnered here on Twitch. And an even lower chance, maybe 2 to 5, maybe, well, let's say maybe 5 to 10% chance of getting partnered, and 1 to 5% chance of actually getting to a point where I can do this as a living, right? So I've been doing it 2.5 years, and do I make a living doing it? No, I put every single dime back into it because I'm trying to build it up. Now, if I could get to 500 subscribers and a fairly solid subscription base, then then I would be a success here on Twitch. Now, do I think I'm going to become like the next Dr. Disrespect or whatever? You never know. It might happen, but it's most likely unlikely. Very unlikely that's going to happen. Very unlikely that you're going to be very successful on Twitch. There's a lot of competition now. If I'd done it 5-10 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have had a better chance of getting in there early and then, of course, having a user base built up at this point. But I give myself 2-5 years to build that up. And then you keep reevaluating it every year or every 2 to 3 years and say, okay, look, is this going to happen? Is there going to be a chance that I'm going to succeed at it? And in my case, I said, yeah, there's a chance because I know what it takes. I never give up. I'm relentless. I will never give up on it until I get to a point where I'm like, okay, just this is not going to happen. Move on, right? And same thing with the game. You need to know at the very beginning, when you start an endeavor, what are your chances of success? But don't give up on it if you think there's a low chance. If you got a 1% chance, you should do it anyway, like me. And you could, and I partner streamer now. Partner streamer, I got sponsors that sponsor me for events and all sorts of stuff. And again, am I making any money? Not really. Not really. I put everything back in again.
Gotcha.
And I'm in the hole right now because I bought that Vive. I YOLO'd that Vive, so I've got to get that going.
Are you sure?
I've got to raise some funds for TwitchCon,
Gotcha.
Right? Got to do that as well.
You call that a plan?
And there we go. So we spread them out right in the very beginning. Again, on this particular map, I do not bother putting down my houses right away because I'm going to go ahead and scout. Now, this actually is a really good start here.
Great.
The reason why is I have a very good
Warrior,
defendable
you
position. There's all my
Yeah.
bad guys right there. And again, I don't want to aggro them.
Faster than my bow.
No. Don't shoot them. I don't want to aggro them early on. I've got oil early on there, too. And I'm going to go ahead and swap this person over
more
here.
bows.
Put this guy in the middle.
What? Yeah.
And then we go. We got a cycle. All right, so I've explored a bit. I said, oh, okay, now that's a pretty good start. The reason why it's a good start is because I got a defendable position here. Defendable here. I don't have one of those things literally right up on top of my thing. Look at this. This is second city here. This is first city here. I can already see it in my head, right? So first city right here with all my houses, and then second city right there, a nice flat space, and of course some area here for farms, right? And I need to think about where am I going to put my farms in the beginning, right here. Where am I going to put my defenses right there? Maybe I can push out a little bit. Oh, right there, look. There's another one right here, right? Pretty close to my base. Though this is much wider open, and I have less things to block at the very beginning, so this is a doable playthrough right here. This is possible. That's going to have to be quick, though. It's going to have to be quick. So again, when I get that second cycle in here, I go, okay, now I'm ready. Right? Now, some people like to start with their food, right? They like to start with their food building and whatnot. I don't like to do that. I like to start with my cash and think about how I'm going to do my city here, right? How am I going to do all my houses? This is a really good start here. Look at this. Tons of this. And I have lots of stone. I've got wood. Again, before I put anything down, I've got wood here. I've got wood over there. I've got 2 things of stone. I've got the oil for later. I've got some iron there. That is awesome. I'll push out to that iron. I'll probably block off, actually probably right here, and use this as a kind of a defense area. Block that off there. Block this across here. Then I've got this and this. I've got, of course, food along this edge. I've got food here. And I've got lots of space for my houses at the very beginning. And later on, I'll go ahead and add in my bank and my other thing. But my bank and my market. So I want to leave some room for my bank and market, though, because I think I'm going to put it right here. That will allow me to go in a lot of directions, though I could go out that way. We'll see how it goes. So normally I would leave a space, but I'm not going to do it in this build because I can always take it out later. Right now, what I need is a lot of houses. So I'm going to start with 4 houses. It's going to use up a lot of my food. And there we go. We're going to go 13 there. We're going to get some food going. And then when we get enough gold in our next cycle, and we can see already a quarter way in this cycle, we're going to go ahead and start with our wood here. And then, of course, we need our defenses.
Pay me for this, right? Roger
Again, and
that.
I do not want to aggro this for any reason.
Yes.
But I do want to watch out for it. And I want to keep them just outside so I don't cause that whole entire thing to aggro. Actually, I'm going to move them back a little bit. Uh-oh. Got a whole bunch of these guys over here. Now, you can actually lead them away from your base. You do not have to lead them toward your base.
Roger
you can
that.
lead them
That's
away.
right, yeah.
Building
Because if you
completed.
run straight back in your base, it's going to go ahead and
Roger
bring a
that.
look at this. Holy mackerel. And again,
Whatever
same
you
thing
say.
here. We've got two of
As
these
long
peeps
as you pay me.
coming
That's
after
for
me.
Sure.
Building completed.
I'm going to go ahead and just run away from away from them, and they'll
let's
stop
do this.
chasing me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so we've got those. We know where the outer edge is that way. So let's.
you sure?
And we know where this is. We don't want to fool around down there.
Gotcha.
And we know where this edge is
Roger that.
over that way. Now, in the meantime, I'm getting resources. It's built this up, and I'm ready to put some more houses in. Again, notice how I go in very much straight lines. And same thing over here. I need to leave one gap. And then I can go ahead and run along there as well. How are we looking on this? Oh, I just used the gold up to do that. But I find that doing your
Yes,
houses
tell
is,
me.
oh, look out,
But be quick.
is very vital.
Okay.
Again, I want to try to stay away from that. But I do want to scout. Oh my God, I got two of them down. Okay, so they're in the south. So really, I want to create a massive defense right here for most of the game. So for most of my thing until about day 50, this part right here, I know I'm not expanding to the south. Because this is just going to be too difficult to fight my way through. So I want this though. I want this stuff here. But I'm going to need to either just go straight across here or straight across there, which is most likely what I'll do. And then I'll put a whole bunch of defenses there just to defend them as they just constantly, they're going to constantly attack there.
Is that all?
And
So
again, let's go this way. We are
Yeah.
already checked all that. Okay, we're good. So now we know what our
Building
perimeter
complete.
is of our particular base, right?
Okay.
Our perimeter of our base.
A colony must
All right,
have
command
a mayor.
center, gold income plus 20, or do I want to have a one-time wall and wood gate? Yeah, I think my income overall, the whole entire game, I think I probably want that instead. So now I'm going to have a bonus to my gold the whole entire game. All right, we'll pause. We'll look for the best place to start this. Even one extra is an important one. Let's go ahead and start like that. Then we're also going to, now that I put that down, I can go ahead and look at my stuff here. Looking good. And I need to get this defense in as quickly as possible. And again, how we looking here? We got houses. We need food. So we need to go in, expand our food there, but we need some gold. Now, this is the waiting game
New
here.
task.
This is the waiting game. I'm going to move this person
Order,
up just
you
enough so that person can see that whole edge, right? And we got two people here, two people here. And again, we're going to be going here in just a second, but we're going to get this one started. We try to keep it clean. There you go. My last game, I over 7,000 gold income at my peak. Yes, you can get a lot of gold going on, but I try not to waste my time just working on gold. I try to find a good balance between all of the things that I need. Though you can go just heavy gold and then just buy whatever you need. That also works as well. There's a lot of different ways. There's 1,000 different ways, just like doing something in Photoshop, right? There's 10, 20 different ways of doing the same exact thing. And again, I've already cleared all the maps before and I've unlocked all the maps. And I've successfully completed all the first 3 maps, but the last map is actually very hard, even if you have it on easy. Even if you have it on easy, because what happens is the mobs aggro a lot. Like a lot of them just constantly just attacking you all the time. It's like survival mode. It's like fairly tough. So we're going to let that run. Now, right now, we need food. So we're going to try to get another one of these snuck in here. It's already getting resources from this one, so it's kind of blocked. So let's go ahead again. First place I want to expand is in this direction because I've already got enough where I can go ahead and try to run it across right here. And I really want to go across here because this is the shortest distance. So let's go ahead and push this way. And we're going to try to start to fill that in. And we're also going to try to get another wood one going there. And we need more gold.
Building completed.
I need more gold. There we go. That was too close, so I'm going to need to get this out here or put one over here. I like to have at least 2 of those in the very beginning. Once I have my 2 wood ones going, then I'm going to go for stone. And, of course, go for food. And let's go ahead and just start expanding this way as well.
Building complete.
So that we can also build a defense and also get a bunch more wood there. Or a bunch more defenses there. Now, again, this could go horribly wrong at any moment, and that's what makes this game great. And you'll find yourself waiting for a lot of cycles in the very beginning. And also, that's why I have a tendency to do a lot more with my houses. I try to build my house as quick as possible so that every time those cycles kick in, right, I'm getting lots and lots of houses, which of course is giving me more gold and so on and so forth. Very, very nice. Still have not... Oh, I'm waiting for that to kick in. This is kicked in. Let's see how we're looking over here. I've actually gotten a 17 before on wood, which is just... You get a 17 wood in the very beginning and like a 7 stone in the beginning. You are just styling. And again, this is one of my favorite maps because it is very flat and very open, right? Very easy to clear, though a bit more difficult to defend. But very, very flat. So when you're building your cities, it goes much quicker. Now, right now, my biggest problem is food. We got that done. I've paused it. I don't have enough gold. But my biggest problem right now is food. So we've really got to get that food going. And eventually we're going to go ahead and have another one here. We'll try to swing one on the side maybe. Or try to push down over here. Again, need to get those defenses in quickly, quickly, quickly down here. And let's also be thinking about getting to here at some point. There we go. That one's kicked in. Let's go ahead and see if we get some more food in now. Along this edge. 16's looking good. And that's kind of my edge there. So right there. See, now we've got about as much food as we can get in that direction. We want to go ahead and also get some food over here. Once I get my my thing in here, my wood thing, I go ahead and look and see if there's a place. There's a 13 there. Or a 13 over here. I think I kind of like it more over than that side. I like to look for a place to put down one of these little cottages, right? I put the wood down first and then the cottage. Cottage is like secondary versus my wood, which is primary of what I'm building. And I've got enough power, but I don't have enough food. So when that food kicks in, I'll be in again, fill in some more houses. And again, we'll have a giant city here at some point. Right in this area. Try to wrap it around as much as we can. Then eventually fill some more stuff in. How are we looking on time? Looking good for now. And we're going to finish up here very, very soon. And we're going to go ahead and come back to this one next time. There you go. Okay. I'm a Rust player, so you know how that is. Exactly. Exactly. I have a lot of people come in and they do say, hey, Kismet, I understand where they're coming from. They're like, Kismet, hey, look at this or do this, and this will really help you. And I really enjoy that if I ask for it. But most streamers, they are either they already know it because they've played through a million times like me, or like in Fallout 4, or they're trying not to spoil stuff for other people, or in the case of me, when I'm playing a new game like Subnautica, I like people to see my process of discovering things, right? So not only finding out the specific thing, but how do I learn? How do I learn and learn that next thing? And I think that's what makes my stream very, very unique, is the fact that I show the process of how I learn stuff, not just, okay, this is what you do, and you do this, and you do that, and you do that, right? Teach a person to fish, they eat forever. Just give them a fish, they don't, right? They eat that just that one time. And that's my process of doing that. And I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I do like chatting it up while I'm playing. Knows how I was actually physically waiting for that to finish, right? And again, we want to expand that out eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and use my little spot over here. Again, I want to leave a gap there so they can get through. And there we go. So yeah, now we're building up a fairly good economy there. Oh, we got room for another one. Room for another one. Where am I going to start my next row? Let's say over here. Now, again, this is fairly close to this, right? Because these guys are going to just start in there pretty quickly. And I really want to also get my warehouse going. So to do that, and sometimes this is a little too early for doing your stone. But you got to watch out in the long run. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is going to do my mill. So I get some power going. So I'm going to wait for that cycle. How we looking? And again, you can just stay in this screen because I can't really do much right now. And the second it comes in, then you want to pause it. Now, I'm going to have probably my bank and stuff over here. I'm going to probably expand a bit more that way. And then try to hit this by putting the bank and thing here. And it'll try to get a nice good thing here because I've got kind of a blocker down here, which meaning I'm not going to expand in that direction for a very long time, probably till day 50. But right now, we're going to go ahead and just try to expand in this direction. And we need some power. And I like to put my power usually kind of tucked out of the way. Now, it's pretty close to where those guys are. So I'm going to go ahead and just start thinking about my defenses here. Yep, can't put it there. I need to expand into there. So let's go ahead and put this, put it on this side like that, and then I can run straight across there and use this as a barrier. And that'll be kind of my first thing I defend is this side. And then same thing over here. We need to kind of push out eventually in this direction. Again, notice I'm trying to stack up as much cash as I can. If you've got food production, if you've got food, you should be using it right away as much as you can. So looking good there. And again, we're going to run. I think we're just going to L-shape it here. I think we're just going to go down and go here, and then probably over there eventually. Just have a kind of defense this way and this way instead of running it all the way across in the beginning. And then eventually we'll make that all the way across as we kind of expand out. And then over here, same thing, need to expand out that way. So we're waiting for our power to kick in. Nothing we can really do right now because we don't have enough power. So we're just going to let it run. And we're going to go for another couple minutes here. And then again, we'll pick up this next week. And we'll try to finish at 60%. Now, this is an okay start. It's not really phenomenal because I do have these things really close and I have to block that all off. It's going to be difficult. Gonna be difficult. But really the next thing I want to get is I want to get this. So I'm waiting for my power to kick in. So I'm going to stay in the screen. So the second it's ready, bam, there we go. Now this is pretty phenomenal right here. This is a lot of stone. Though I'm not going to get, see I can get stone 5 there. Stone 5 here. I'm not really going to get like a stone 7 or a stone 8 out of this particular thing, right? The best I'm going to get is a stone 5. But this is actually 2 stones in 1. So I could actually put it on this side and put it on this side. So actually I put 2 stone things eventually on here. So what I'm going to do for right now is do stone 5 here. So I'm getting the most out of that one resource. And then eventually you'll see me come and I'll get this because this is only going to go, this is going to go to here. And then I will go here, and then I'll get the last part there, and I'll get another stone 4 on this side. So really, I'll have 9 running out of this one thing, right? So that's really nice in the very beginning. And now also I will start to build up enough stone to put down a thing that's going to make this give me even more resources as well as allow me to store it, which is called the warehouse. But I typically don't do that very early. I've got to get to this early on, right? I've got to get my soldier centers going because they're gonna be hitting the bottom part of my base a lot. So that's pretty much it. So now I've got to wait for that stone to kick in. I'm going to start building my walls as it goes. So let's go ahead and start that a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and just try to build right on the edge of where my thing is. Now again, I got it paused, so if I make a mistake, I can take that out and let that run a little bit. Like so. And as it kicks in, like this. And once it kicks in again, there we go. So we've got our bottom defense good to go.
What? Gotcha.
Like that. Okay, now that is good to go. And we need to, of course, expand here. We need a little bit of wood. Now, we've got a real issue with this map because this is the only wood that I've got, right? And it's blocked by these guys here. So I need to actually very quickly, or I'm going to run out of wood, very quickly start to push my way out so that I can find more wood. Now, you can see there's no wood within all of this area, right? So I'm probably going to be hurting for wood in this particular playthrough. Now, I can also, at day 50, I can push out and get wood, but that's too long. I really need to push this way and push out in these edges eventually. So I need to get my defenses going, just kind of my inner defenses. We need some food there. Can we sneak another one of these in here? Maybe. There we go. Right along that edge. We need to kind of push out this way so we can get our defenses pushed back on this side. And what we're getting ready is we're getting ready for that first round of attack, right? We're getting ready for the first round that's going to come through and try to blow up my base. And like so.
You again.
And I'm actually going to push this out a little bit. Again, how are we looking on time? We're riding it right down to the end. Riding it right down to the end, Josie.
Completed.
All right, then we're going to go like this. Again, this is fairly well defended here because of this thing's going to just act as a natural barrier. Now, the reason why I pushed out a little bit like that is so my person can walk back and forth.
What?
Right? So I'm going to go ahead and put her over here because someone's going to try to come and attack this corner. That's what they always do. They always try to come in and they hit you in the corner and they sneak through and they get you stuck.
You again.
So I'm going to take this person. I'm going to have her patrol back and forth like that. And so she can go around this way and she can also go up nice and close if I want her to. Like that. So she's going to watch that whole entire side. And again, over here, we've pushed out a bit. And need some wood. There we go. And again, push out as far as we can. Now, can we get a another one over here? Let's see. Not quite. I think we should actually span a little bit more like so. Gonna push our way out a bit more. Let's say more this way. And there's a bit of peeps here. Now we're gonna push forward and see if we can start to clear this. Oh, there's a good amount of peeps there.
Let me put an arrow in his head.
All right, so we've got a good amount of peeps to take care of there. We've cleared a few of them. I think it's probably more prudent to do this. Yeah, they're too close there. All right, so let's go back by a little bit. Now again, this is just your starter defenses. Oops. This is just your starter defenses, so that when you get hit by an onslaught of them, really, that's too close there too. All right, well, one more back. When you get hit by an onslaught of them, they're not going to just sweep right into your base. All right, looking good. And now I'm going to start to clear
Chase my arrows.
These guys over here. All right, so I'm going to purposely drag them toward my base. Like that. I'm going to let these guys start to wipe some of these guys out, and they'll get to veteran eventually. And see, that's why it's a good start. Oh, right on time. That's why it's such a great start, is see how I've only got to defend from 3 different sides. And I can see that right at the very beginning. Right at the very beginning, I was like, okay, all I got to do is do up there, do over there, and do there. So I have 3 sides to defend, though this is tough having these guys so close, right? 2 of them, they're just going to be coming in and coming and coming in and coming and coming and coming in. They're just never going to stop. Never going to stop the whole rest of the game. They're going to be coming in until I wipe those out at some point. If I wipe those out. If I don't get, you know, somebody doesn't sneak in, hit my stuff, boom, 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 get on my houses, and then I'm toast. All right? So we're going to leave that for next time, everybody. We're going to go ahead and save that right there. I'm going to go ahead and jump back up to my overseer's office. Loading. All right, bam. Back to my overseer's office, and we're going to show somebody some love. Let's see who we got. Again, thanks to my mods for their awesome love and backing me up all day today. Let's go ahead and give Top Atlas 3,000 Kiz caps. And let's see who we're going to just go ahead and drop some love on up in here. It's one of my favorite parts. I really need to get my my other thing going so I can see them on stream, their reaction on stream. Though I keep running late each time, especially on games like They Are Billions and Subnautica. They are incredibly addicting. They just make you want to play them all day, every day. Let's see. That person's on a break. Sorry, bro. If you're on a break, maybe next time. Let's see. Fun. Let's see. Oh, playing some Subnautica. Let's put in a screen door. Okay, that guy wins. If you have a good title, I will raid you. If you have a good title, I normally will raid you. Now, my mods are the ones who usually pick and go out and find people. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to raid this guy. I like his title. All right. Let's raid this guy. Bam. And I will tell you a bit about him here in a second. Let me go ahead and copy that. Now, right over here in the chat, of course, we've got our... this back over here. We've got our love train. So go ahead and highlight that love train over there. Go ahead and select it, copy it. We are going to go ahead and get going, depending on which level you're subscribed, or if you're not subscribed, or you can just put Kismet Love Train, sharing the love. I want everybody to participate. Please, please participate. It does make a difference. You just take a second and put it in there. Hit that follow button for this guy. It will make his day. You watch. You watch. We're going to make his day right now. Now, he has 4,456 followers. Very, very nice. As well as 24 people in there. Great ratio of followers per people in his channel. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to blow it up right now, everybody. Let me go ahead and start this raid. Bam. And right over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see join up there. Now, it's going to automatically join some of you, but go ahead and hit that join button if you haven't already done so. And that's going to go ahead and get you part of the raid. Now, again, I will be back tonight, right? Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Warframe. Incredibly fun game, by the way. We're going to go around and blow some stuff up, try to make some more progress in that game. And then, of course, some PUBG, so that's going to be a lot of craziness as well. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon as well. So I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.